How do you survive in this broken, dystopian world, you ask? That's a question I've pondered since I was just a boy, facing challenges and keeping my struggles to myself, a practice I intend to continue. But after much contemplation, I've decided to let you in, my friend. Even though I've not always been, nor am I, what many would call good, I can't stand to see how this modern world brainwashes young men and women to the point where they can't even recognize their own essence. It sickens me. They want you to destroy yourself so they can live in comfort. When I started this channel, I didn't want to talk about these issues, focusing instead on what I excel at, human psychology. But it would be selfish not to try to help some people realize their goals and dreams. Life is a game without rules. There's no inherent good or evil. Stop letting others dictate your actions and follow your heart, whatever it desires. This notion that you must be good and do everything others say, work 9 to 5 your whole life and start a family is utter nonsense. A moral supremacy that treats you like livestock. Change that immediately. Listen and learn from me now and in the future. Subscribe to master the game of life. Don't worry, I'll still talk about manipulation, but I need to focus on getting you out of the slaughterhouse, the rat race, the matrix, whatever you choose to call it. Cast aside the morality that's been imposed on you and start living by your own rules. But be aware, the programming is deep-seated. You can't just wake up tomorrow and expect everything to change instantly. You need to initiate a process of transformation. For years, you've been subtly controlled. In schools, at work, being told what's allowed and what's not. Are you merely a pawn in someone else's game? It's time to awaken and seize your true purpose. Now you might ask, how do I start? The first step is financial independence. Without it, you're at the mercy of the system. Find a business path, commit to it, and trust in your abilities. This step is crucial. Neglect it, and you risk being a victim. But is hard work enough? Think about it. No, it isn't. Remember, money isn't real in the traditional sense. It's a concept, printed and circulated because we believe in its value, a value that isn't likely to change. So become a part of this system, understand it, and learn to exploit it to your advantage. Work hard and smart. Think about what schools are really doing to you. They're turning you into someone who waits for orders. Instead of becoming the person who makes things happen, they make you feel inferior and instill fear in you. They tell you that you need security. This whole concept is woven into everything. From insurance to housing, they want you to join their society, which is nothing but a hidden dark forest full of slaves. Until one day, they realize they've thrown away their own lives, not trusting themselves to build something of their own. You need to completely change your reality. You have two paths. Either you like the system and learn to exploit it, or you break out, which is also possible. If you want to use the system, head to a big city, build something with like-minded people. That's what I'm doing right now. Or the second option, find a way to sustain yourself with food and a home and remove yourself from this madness, this dark forest. It's about making a choice. Do you want to be a part of the system and manipulate it to your advantage, or do you choose to step away from it all? Both paths are valid, but both require you to trust in yourself and take decisive action. The key is to not just accept the reality presented to you, but to create your own, whether it's within the system or far removed from it. Do you really think it's just a coincidence that there's Netflix, YouTube, TikTok, and all that other stuff? All these platforms and the agendas they push are designed to set people against each other, distracting them from the bigger picture and hiding the truth. Your brain has been hijacked by these giant corporations. Do you truly believe you're smarter than them? If you were, you wouldn't be in this situation. So you ask Iovilius, how do I change this? The first step is to clear your mind. Get rid of social media or use it for business. No more doom scrolling. It'll consume you, believe me. Use your phone for what it's meant for, to communicate with your contacts, or like me, to build a YouTube channel, whatever you want. But don't fall into the trap of mindless consumption. Stop walking into the slaughterhouse willingly. Think about the masks we wear, both literal and figurative. These masks, they're not just about concealment or protection, they're symbols of compliance, of submission to a system that often seeks to control rather than liberate. In donning these masks, we often surrender a part of our identity, our freedom, becoming mere cogs in a vast machine. To be a person in this modern era is to navigate this complex dance of freedom and constraint. It's about recognizing the chains, both seen and unseen, and making the conscious choice to either break free or to remain enchained. This realization is the first step in reclaiming the essence of what it truly means to be not just a person, but an individual. This is precisely why educating about manipulation holds such significance for me. Many of you might wonder, Why is he revealing all this? Doesn't it put him at risk? Yes, it does. But I cannot stand idly by and watch people being turned into slaves. Imagine a scenario where everything falls apart, where the world as we know it crumbles. What do you have left? No money, no house. Only the people around you, your own small, private army. These are individuals who trust you as their leader, who stand by you in the face of adversity. This concept isn't about inciting fear. It's about understanding the value of human connection and leadership in times of crisis. It's about building a circle of trust and loyalty, not through manipulation for personal gain, but by being a beacon of strength and guidance for others. In a world that's increasingly uncertain, these bonds become our most valuable assets. As we part ways today, anticipate a future that's carefully orchestrated, leading to a perfect victory. This isn't just a journey, it's a grand strategy, unfolding with precision and intelligence. Stay sharp and determined. We're on a path that's complex and revealing, meant for those who see beyond the ordinary. It's a game of wit and mastery. Let the thought of our ultimate triumph fuel you until we meet again. We're not just players. We are the architects of a new reality, crafting every step towards our definitive victory.